Hi, it's Yvonne here from Picture of Happiness. Good to see you again. Today's video is going to be about rain and bad weather. Will rain ruin your wedding day? And how can you avoid it? What should you do? Here we go. So will rain ruin your wedding day photos? The answer from a photographer's point of view is no, not at all. In fact, sometimes it can add to it. If you're not a photographer, your first thought is going to be, oh my gosh, the rain. How can we take photos in that? We can't stand out in that. Firstly, make sure you've got a photographer that if he doesn't know the venue, if the person doesn't know the venue that you're going to get married at, that they've scouted the venue out already. They're aware of the environment. The photographer's job is to go there and make sure that there are places that a plan B can be put into place. For example, if it does rain, is there anywhere outside that's under cover? Is there a wooded area that would reduce the amount of rainfall on you? Have you got some really nice wedding style umbrellas? I keep a stock of them just in case, but they can add a lovely feel to an image by just having an umbrella. The photographer should look around the inside of the venue. Are there any wonderful features that can be used? I would go looking for beautiful windows, mirrors, staircases. If it's pouring outside and it really has made it difficult to be outside, then we've got to make sure we can still find the wow photos inside. So make sure your photographer goes and checks it out. When you meet with them, ask them, so what's your plan B in case it rains? And then that will reassure you that photographer knows exactly what they're doing in case it does rain, or worst case scenario, that it snows, because I have had a snowy wedding, but it didn't stop us because we still went out. It snowed all morning, and it was very cold, but we still got out. I still got the group shots. I still managed to make sure everyone enjoyed themselves, but you just have to be a bit more sensible about it. If it's a winter wedding, for example, it is going to be cold and the temperatures are cold, and a wedding dress isn't necessarily going to be warm. So it's about being sensible. The weather's really poor. Your photographer needs to be aware of your needs too, not to keep you out too long in that weather. The last thing you want to do is come down with flu. So I would always maybe say 10 minutes here and there, get them inside, have a coat on standby, maybe a bridesmaid to help out as well, putting the coats around the bride if it gets really cold. The men don't tend to feel it quite as much because they have a few layers on. So make sure your photographer has their plan B in place. You know what? Rain can really make an image quite spectacular if it's done properly. So just make sure your photographer is able to do that if you want it. A nice off-camera flash can capture that rainfall coming down and make a really beautiful, quite a romantic image. With what could be a very cold and wet day, but afterwards you'd never know you felt like that when you see your images. You get a good photographer who's prepared, then rain will never ruin your wedding day. Right, thanks for listening. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, because there's going to be a lot more advice coming from my videos. Also, please like below for me, pop a comment down if you've got anything you want to say, and pop a share down, why not? My website's www.pictureofhappiness.com, and hopefully you will come back and watch me again soon. The next video next week will be the top 3 tips when looking for a wedding photographer. See ya!